Hello, this is Miriam from Miriam's Crafting Supplies. I am doing a tutorial today on a burlap flower. This one I've steampunked. Used a gear and a pearl and a clock to decorate it. It's a fairly simple thing. I have cut a 12 by 2 inch strip of burlap out of one of my 12 by 12 squares, and that's from previous attempts. Sorry about that. What I'm doing right now is I've got one of the threads that I used when I pulled it out to make sure that my cut was straight. So I'm going to use that to sew this up. So the first thing I'm going to do is lock in the thread. So I'm going to pull it almost all the way through, hold it with my other fingers, loop it back around, go through that loop and pull. Now I got a knot in the end there that it will come out if you pull too hard, but not too easily. So then what you do is you do a running stitch, go down into it and back up all down it. I do about maybe 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, somewhere in that range. Back and forth, up, down, pull it through when you lose your needle there. Up, down, and the wider apart you make your stitches, the larger your ruffles are going to be. The smaller you make your stitches, the more flat and unruffled your flower will be. So this is the length I usually use, but I think I'm going to start experimenting with different lengths and see how it works out. So then once you get to the other end, you pull it through, tighten it up, and you got your flower. Then you just have to go back in through the first one to complete the circle. I like to make sure that these ends are down so that you hide that unfinished edge. This one's coming out, so I'll just take that right out of there. And I somehow managed to make it with clean edges because I wasn't paying attention. And I didn't think that was possible. But anyways, yes, hopefully it doesn't come undone since I put the tattered edges on the inside. So now, again, you do the locking stitch, pull it through, and pull it through there, and in. Once again, pull it through, whoops, pull it through there, and in. Take your scissors, cut off that extra. Now you've got yourself a nice little flower. You can do anything in the center of this flower. In this one I used the spiky gear, a 14-inch black pearl, and a clock. So here I'll show you how I did that. There's the spiky gear. Put glue on the bottom of this and attached it. It just barely covers that circle in the middle there. The rounded gear is a little bit bigger, so I grabbed one of the 18-inch pearls if I decided I wanted to use that side. And you can set that right in the center there. That one's a little easier to glue together since there's stuff on the bottom. There's a couple of different choices in watches. This one I don't quite have up on my website yet, but I do have a different distressed watch that's Roman numerals. That one has Roman numerals. And then what I did, and what I think I'm going to use on this one, is I took one of my metal embellishments, this round metal embellishment. I added the acrylic ribbon slider and a 10-inch pearl. So just put some glue on the bottom of that, a nice amount, so there's a lot for it to catch onto. and just set it down in the middle there. And you have your burlap flower.